Hey everyone, good morning. Happy Friday. It's a beautiful, sunny but crisp day here where I am in Utah, and just getting ready this morning. I actually was thinking about a conversation I was having with a colleague yesterday who shared with me about that she was kind of having this real visceral response that she could, just really feel in her body everywhere regarding the emotional climate that we're in as a result of the political situation. And so she said that she had been listening to, I don't know if it was an interview or a podcast that the individual was saying that there are things we need to resist. And she wanted to get my thoughts on it. As I was talking through it with her and having just written an article on acceptance, and in order to accept, you really have to let go of any resistance that you may be feeling. I explained to her that resistance is coming from the side of our primal side of our brain that will typically create, and for her it was creating. She was explaining her actual physical response to resisting, pains in her stomach, sweaty palms, fast heartbeat, and that is a signal that you're not operating from your most powerful state of being. And that when there is change, obviously, from a primal state of being, our primal brain will send us a signal that something is dangerous and should be feared. And that's typically with change, it's typically because of the unknowns, the uncertainties, the insecurities, lack of control, loss of control. All of those things are typically what triggers that visceral response. And it's, again, a signal. I think that's the key point that we shared with each other, that signal is there to serve us. It's something to pay attention to. It's been the reason that humans are able to survive, is to get that signal when something is a perceived danger. It's when it becomes unhealthy when we stay there, when we don't recognize that there are negative emotions that are being triggered and that are not serving us and actually preventing us from moving into a space that would enable us to be more innovative, more inspired, creative, and take action with peace and laser focus, clear-minded, laser-focused action, we call it. In order to do that, we do need to recognize that there's some negative thoughts creating our negative emotions, and that's not the healthy space by which we want to be operating. Recognizing that we can be in a more powerful state, now we want to shift. So pause and shift to the part of our brain that we can access. Creativity, innovation, and move forward with positive power. As long as we are holding on to resistance, we're not going to be able to access that side of those parts of our brain. And we're going to continue to create suffering for ourselves. And so that's why I encourage us to really let go of the resistance and feel comfortable with the concept of acceptance of what is. That will allow us to access what what we have the power to do, what is within our control, and come up with some creative ideas for how we can take action that are coming from a space of peace, calm, and inspiration. And so what are your thoughts on this? What have you done either in the past or are you doing currently for your own ability to move forward in a creative, innovative, inspiring way, even though there are things you feel very strongly about and have the intuition to resist? Let me know.